Hello beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. I feel called to come on here. I've already tried to film this video 3 times and it just has not been flowing. So you know what, one thing that I've affirmed throughout my life is 3rd time's a charm. So law of assumption, success for me. Number 3. Basically, the intention of this video is whoever watches this, I'm gonna make sure that manifestation actually clicks for you and you can get started on it right now. Everyone deserves to know how easy it is. It is not something that's hard. I used to believe that it was hard. I used to believe it wasn't possible for me, but that is just a past identity. And I realized that it was never in the actions. It was genuinely all about the mental dialogue. You can go to the gym, but if you're constantly thinking as a person that hates the gym, hates exercise, it's hard, you're not going to enjoy it. But if you switch your mind and you simply say, I love exercise. I exercise in a way that my body loves. I look like I exercise all the time. I love working out. I love being so healthy. Guess what's going to happen? Your subconscious mind is going to make you act in ways that you would never have done before, because every single moment when you do a declaration, you are setting your path for a new reality. You are constantly shifting realities. Your mental world is your superpower. Your imagination is just as real as a 3D reality. I've seen this in so many books. Neville Goddard talks about it as well. Your imagination is the real world. To be playful, to be like a child, that is when the best things will happen for you. When you allow yourself to think best case scenario, what would give you the best joy? Like, I've seen it time and time again in my own reality. When I just affirm as if I have it, I'm the person that has it, I'm the kind of person that experiences these things, it just comes to pass. And it's not in a way where I'm like exhausting myself doing it. It is when I stick with it no matter how I feel and no matter what I see. Even when the reality shows me the complete opposite. Like when I was affirming for my skin and beauty and just things about my health and my body, I had to look past what I was seeing in the 3D and keep affirming, no, that's not a problem for me. That's a reflection of my old reality, because that's all the 3D is. It's a reflection of your past assumptions. I'm looking into the past when I'm looking at myself. And I was like, but this is the new order. This is what I'm putting in. And I knew to stick with it, no matter what I saw, no matter how I felt, I stuck with it. Because your old reality is going to do everything to keep you there. It's going to do everything to keep you in what's known, even if it means that you're suffering and you're unhappy. Because if you're that identity that things have always been hard for you, you've always tried to feel beautiful, you've always tried to be the one that's chosen, it wants you to stay there because that's what's known, that's what's familiar, and that's what you have selected, because creation is already finished. There is infinite realities for you. I don't even need to explain the realities, because there are infinite realities. Infinite realities. That means everything already exists. And as the conscious creator of your reality, all you are doing is selecting. You can set the rules, or you can just let the highest good manifest for you. The way that food reacts to your body, the way that products react to your body, the way that you act on a day-to-day basis is just a reflection of your assumptions. It's a reflection of your own inner dialogue. If you believe something's going to make you feel a certain way when you have it, then that is what you're going to experience. Let that sink in. I remember things that I have manifested in my life that I did not prefer. There was nothing external that was causing it. And I had to take accountability for that. I was so stuck in a victim mindset of, no, it's happening because I'm eating this food, or I'm not doing this, and I'm just not like other people. I was manifesting that. I was manifesting it to a point where everything that I enjoyed in my life, I felt like I couldn't do anymore because it was just going to make me uglier, gain weight, blah, 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 blah. But no, you can just switch the narrative. My favorite thing that was a turning point for me was I got really honest with myself. I got away from my phone. I got away from other people's assumptions being projected onto me, because when you're on TikTok, when you're on Instagram and scrolling, you don't even realize how many people's beliefs you're taking on. Like, you do not need to be out here eating keto diet, drinking 3 gallons of water a day, doing relentless exercise and having a freaking 80-step skincare routine to look like the best version of yourself. That is all a projection of assumptions that people are bringing on. My skin right now, I've literally been washing my skin with hand soap. I used to be the girl that was like, I have to do this and this and this, and I still wasn't getting what I wanted, even though I was doing everything that I thought I had to do. It wasn't until I identified that no matter what I do in the 3D, I get what I want. No matter what I do, no matter what action I take, it cannot make me less beautiful. Everything I do makes me a more beautiful person. I am a beautiful person. I see myself as a beautiful person. And I declared that, and I allowed my mind to saturate with that knowing. And even when that old identity tried to tell me, the little old identity that I have carried since childhood, the one that got judged by our whole family, she kept telling me, no, look at this. This is the thing you always look at. This is the thing you don't like about yourself. My mind tried to put me in that old reality, but instead I was like, no, this is just past assumptions. I realized that nothing is fixed. In your 3D, nothing is fixed. You are constantly choosing. There is a reality where you don't have any issues, and you can choose that from this point forward. But you need to remember that when that echo of your past comes back, you need to stick with the new narrative. That's it. No matter how you feel, if you feel anxious, if you feel sad, you can feel everything you need to feel, but affirm through it anyway. Be like, yes, I'm crying, but I'm still the most beautiful version of myself. Yes, I felt this way in the past, but I'm still the most beautiful version of myself. Yes, maybe this person isn't choosing me, but I choose myself, and I only get the best people in my life, and everyone in my life is serving my highest good. Like, you do not need to identify with your wounds anymore. You can do something as simple as, I don't have any triggers, I don't have any wounds. But just remember that if you are affirming and you see the opposite, do not fall for the illusion that this is going to shit. Realize that it is something collapsing, because energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transmuted. So imagine it was the other way around and your life was so good, it was rainbows and sunshines, and then one day you just had an off day and you're like, oh, actually maybe my boyfriend doesn't love me as much as I thought I did. I don't really look good today. I'm feeling a bit bloated, blah, blah, blah. Imagine that just instantly manifested. Even though, like, in that morning, you were like sunshine and rainbows, life of your dreams, and you just had that one thought, and then it just all went to shit. See, when you switch it around the other way, you realize why there's a buffering period, because reality wants to show you, hey, you've put in this new order. This is your old order. Do you actually want to keep going, or do you want to stick with the old order? So if you were having the life of your dreams and then you started to affirm differently, you're obviously going to want that moment of being like, oh, actually, that's not true. I'm looking pretty good. My boyfriend just got me flowers. Your brain will give you all these reasons to be like, hey, what you said actually isn't true. Nothing out here is changing. It's the way you perceive it. If you are looking for all the things that are wrong, your brain is going to give you more of that. If you are looking for all the reasons why life is hard, your brain is going to show you that. Everything is a reflection of your perception. That's why they say reality is a hologram, because guys, if you didn't have eyeballs, if you just went and had no vision, what would your reality be? You wouldn't even be able to know what you look like. You wouldn't be able to say, I'm ugly. This person was judging me. You wouldn't have any perception of that. So in your reality, none of that would be true. That's how powerful you are. Your mind genuinely just reflects back to you whatever order you put in. And repetition just strengthens the order. So what are you putting all of that strength and energy into? Are you putting it in the identity of someone that doesn't feel good about themselves, wants their life to change, doesn't take risks, blah, 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 isn't sure? Switch the narrative. I believe everything is a mirror. So I want to tell you my personal identity shifts that really created momentum in my life. I realized that my reflection of people was what was perpetuating my relationships. So I stopped saying that I was a spiritual person on their solitude journey. I stopped affirming in my head that, people with the same mindset are hard to come by. I stopped affirming that I was someone that struggled with their body image. I stopped affirming that I used to have family issues. I stopped giving energy to that old narrative, because you can just look at it differently. You can be like, my parents tried to love me the best that they could, but they went through certain experiences, but I still love them and I know that they love me. That's your reality now. You can be like, my skin is just getting better and better every day. I don't really ever remember having skin issues. Now you're in the reality where you didn't have skin issues. You can affirm, I'm just a naturally healthy person. Every day I enjoy being in my body. I move my body in ways that makes me feel good. Boom, now you're in that reality. I love to travel. I am someone that travels all the time and I make decisions easily and everything is just handed to me. Boom, you're in that reality now. Genuinely just be honest with yourself. Sit in silence and be like, how have I been seeing relationships? How have I been seeing men? How have I been seeing even women? How do I see the world around me? Because that is all that's going to be reflected back to you. If you believe that people want to use you, want to take from you, if you believe people will steal from you, you are going to be proven right. You are constantly selecting reality. Remember that you are not this little limited human. You are genuinely source, God, higher mind consciousness, infinite intelligence. You are that. There is no separation. So, taking away from this video, I want you to get a pen and paper and write down everything on that piece of paper, the opposite of all of the negative assumptions you have in your life. So if you have issues with money, I'm financially free. If you don't know how much you want to make, be like, I make the perfect amount of money. I'm in my perfect place doing what I love to do. If you have issues with love, I feel so loved and adored in all of my relationships. I'm the person that has it all. If you want to have better fashion, I'm always the best dressed person. I always have more than enough clothes. I'm the best at this thing. If you want hobbies, I have hobbies that I love. I put energy into my hobbies every day. Get the Parrot app, which is like, it's a recording app, and you can literally just say all of those affirmations into the app and just keep it on repeat. Instead of music, listen to subliminals. Get rid of all of this stuff that is creating this reality for you, because music is so powerful, especially because it like forms emotions. Start listening to sulfur frequencies, and 20 minutes a day, just start meditating. Allow yourself to be in silence. Okay, if you have an issue getting away from your phone, just don't be on your phone first thing in the morning. Put on your Parrot app or do affirmations first, and keep affirming, I'm getting everything I want. No matter what I do in the 3D reality, because it is just a reflection of my past, I get everything I want. And keep affirming that you know your truth. You know that you are God. You know that you are source, and you know what's best for you. Because you are the only one that can give yourself permission. There is no other person. There is no other thing outside of you to give you a sign. It is genuinely you. I used to believe in the whole angels, like spirit guides, blah, blah, blah. But when you realize that everything is God, there is no separation. So it's literally just you giving yourself a message. That's it. And how you perceive it is what's true for you. So, I'm so excited to see you create your dream life. You are going to be living success story after success story, because everything you do is the right move. You can't do anything to mess this up. And trust that you now have the confidence to live the life of your dream, because right now is when you claim it. I'm putting this into existence now, that everyone that watches this video is going to have instant success and understand. And this is a video that finally clicks for you. Have an amazing day. Bye.